following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Creighton Prep High School in Omaha, Nebraska. It's home of the Creighton Prep Junior Jays, but today it'll feature the Arapahoe Warriors out of Centennial, Colorado, and the Post 400 Stars out of Fargo, North Dakota. The Warriors warming up on the field right now. The Warriors, they are 5-8 on the season. They started with a 15-4 loss back on Friday, June 3rd, on the road at Yard Dog Bates. They would follow that up with a 10-7 win that same day versus Slammers. And then they'd rattle off a handful of wins after that, including 5-3 over Avada West, 8-4 over Horizon Hawks Varsity, 3-1 win over Pine Creek Eagles, and then they would, on June 9th, they would start a losing streak, a 2-0 loss to Lightning 18U, a 3-1 loss to Slammers Kennebrew, a 4-3 loss to Rocky Mountain Oysters, a 13-2 loss to Slammers Stewarts, a 5-1 loss to the IF Goons Rumsey team, and then they would their most recent contest was a 5-4 victory over Martinez, and that brings them in. No, that's not their most recent. Well, that is their most recent victory, but they had a couple more games since that. They come into this matchup with the Fargo Post 400 Stars on a 2-game losing streak, 8-2 to Pueblo Baseball Mill, and then an 8-0 loss to St. Mike's, a team that Fargo Post 400 defeated yesterday. And that will wrap up the little preview of the Arapahoe Warriors. So taking a look at the Fargo Post 400 Stars, I see that we're live at B-Dubs on 42nd Street in Fargo. So I want to say hi to everybody at B-Dubs, all the Fargo Post 400 fans at Buffalo Wild Wings. Make sure you tip your servers. They absolutely deserve it. The Stars, 27 wins, 8 losses coming into this contest here. In the Creighton Prep Tournament, they are 1-1. They would fall 9-0 on the opener to Creighton Prep on at 9:30 in the morning yesterday. They would bounce back in their 12 noon game, a 0-0 game with St. Mike's, and then they would score 4 in the top of the 8th. The defense would hold in the bottom half of the inning, and they would pick up the win thanks to extra inning runs. I'm getting distracted by these text messages, so let me turn my phone over here. So let's start that over. Fargo Post 400, 1-1, 9-0 loss to Creighton Prep in the opener, and a 4-0 win over St. Mike's in the second game. A game that was 0-0 after 7 innings, and then going into the top of the 8th, they would pick up 4 runs, and then defense would hold, and that's all they would write in that particular game. We're going to take a short timeout as the Stars take the field in their white uniforms today. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, welcome back to Creighton Prep High School here in Omaha, Nebraska. Time to go over your starting lineup. So start with the visitors on the scoreboard. That'll be the Post 400 Stars out of Fargo, North Dakota. Top of the order, battering 1, 2, and 3 will be the designated hitter Matt Bryant, right fielder Chayton Sen, shortstop Easton Rarick. The middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6, left fielder Caden Graff. The catcher Hayden Cresson, the second baseman Colby Hansen. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 will be the third baseman Eli Mock, center fielder Oliver Luck, and first baseman Jackson Byswinger, and then on the mound will be Carson Barta. Not batting is the starting pitcher Carson Barta. For the Arapahoe Warriors, the top of the batting lineup will look like this. 1, 2, and 3. It's the second baseman Kane Gostanek. The right fielder batting second is number 9 Ryan Chain. The center fielder number 4 Andrew Smart will be batting third. Middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is the designated hitter number 5 Cade Huggins. The shortstop number 12 Carter Landon. The first baseman, number 8, Joel Kakowski. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 will be the catcher, Matt, let me look at my pronunciations here, Matt Heine. The third baseman, number 14, Andrew Salthouse, and the left fielder, number 22, Jacob Zier. On the mound will be Graydon Platinsky, number 7. He'll be the starting pitcher here for the Arapahoe Warriors. Once again, Arapahoe, 5 wins, 8 losses. Fargo Post 400 Stars, 27 wins, 8 losses on the season. Should be a fun matchup here this afternoon. I want to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast coverage possible, including mortgage lender Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, along with Sweet Shots in Fargo, Duelist Wood-Fire Grill, Runnings, Buffalo Wild Wings, Goldmark, Custom Express Car Wash, Sinorama, Knickerbocker and Hickson, Close Mentor, Starion Bank, Touchmark, Gotta Go Driving School, Mike and Ike's, and of course Post 400 Baseball. So we certainly appreciate that. Of course, Mike and Ike's will be awarded to the player of the game, and that's a tradition that they started this year at Fargo Post 400. So we're glad to have Mike and Ike's on board. That is certainly absolutely awesome. Let's take another time out. First pitch expected to be at 7:35 when I initially talked to the umpires and head coaches, but I think we might be a little bit beyond that here, so we're going to take another break. Eric Tiansen is over at Westside High School. He'll have the West Fargo Omaha West game on Magnitude Sports for you, and that should be starting any moment here, I would presume. And we'll take we won't take a live look in, but I will certainly give you updates as I have a live look in set up to the side of my monitor here on that West Fargo Omaha West game. So we're going to take a time out, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back as we are live here at Creighton Prep High School, getting ready for this matchup here between the 27-8 Fargo Post 400 Stars and the 5-8 Arapahoe Warriors. We already went through the starting lineups. Since we have a few more minutes here, as Post 400 continues their infield warm-ups, go ahead and take a look at our upcoming schedule here on Magnitude Sports, and we'll pull that up for you. So the two games tonight, and then bracket play starts tomorrow. Now West Fargo, they lost 2 games yesterday, so they're gonna have to win and hope for some tiebreakers if they plan to enter into bracket play. Fargo Post 400 1-1 at the moment. If they were able to win this game, they might have a advantage moving into the bracket play, but it's not a 100% security at this point in time. So if they lose this game, it's more than likely they will not play tomorrow. If they win this game, then there's a possibility, but there still will be a few more things to sort out before that'll be officialized. We'll probably have an answer or an updated schedule for you either later tonight or first thing in the morning, about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. The Dakota Fusion soccer game that was scheduled for tomorrow night is currently pending due to some vehicle issues with our broadcaster for that game, who is about 600 miles away right now. So that game is possibly pending, but then we'll be back to Dakota Fusion soccer action on Saturday when the Fusion take on LCRS, and then women's Dakota Fusion with Sioux Falls City, 6 o'clock kick on this coming Sunday for Dakota Fusion. Eric Tiansen will have the coverage on that game on Sunday, and then if the Stars make it through deep into bracket play, we'll be here for as long as the Stars are here. And as soon as the Stars are done, then we'll pack up and head home. So we certainly appreciate all the hospitality that has been supplied for myself and Eric. And we appreciate all the viewers back home. I got a text message earlier from somebody who said they were pretty pumped that I was on the microphone today. And I was like, well, as long as the Colorado Avalanche win it tomorrow night, I won't have to miss any more Stars games, and you'll get me on the microphone more often. But I'll be flying out tomorrow morning for that Game 5 matchup, so I'm certainly pumped up about that. We'll go over the starting lineups one more time here. It'll be Arapahoe Warriors in the field. On the mound, it'll be Graydon Pitlinski. There we go. Matt Heine behind the plate. Joel Kakowski at first. Kane Gostenik at second. Cardin Landon at short. Andrew Salthouse at third. In the outfield, Andrew Smart in center, Jacob Zier in left, Ryan Chain in right field. And then the batting lineup here for the Post 400 Stars looks like this. So I thought I hit a button to bring us back to the camera there, but apparently I did not. Batting first, top of the order, 1, 2, 3, designated hitter Matt Bryant. Right fielder, Chayton Sen. Shortstop, Easton Rarick. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6. Left fielder, Caden Graff. Catcher, Hayden Cresson. Second baseman, Colby Hansen. Third baseman, Eli Mock at number 7. Batting 8 and 9. Center fielder, Oliver Luck. And first baseman, Jackson Byswinger. Carson Barta will start on the mound here for the Post 400 Stars. And there you see him. That is Graydon Pitlinski on the mound warming up. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have that first pitch for you right around the corner here on Magnitude. Be right back.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Life is busy and we all get distracted from time to time. But at Starion, they work hard to keep what's important to me in focus. They are continually upgrading their technology so I can spend more time playing and less time banking. And although I can do almost all of my banking away from the branch, visiting my banker in person puts a smile on my face and reminds me they're always there for me, ready to help.
All right, we're ready to start this ball game here. It's 7:41 local time here down here in Omaha, Nebraska. Matt Bryant will step up to the plate first here for the Post 400 Stars. And the first pitch comes across at 7:41. It's strike one to Matt Bryant. Once again, Matt Bryant, Chayton Sen, Easton Rarick will be the first three batters that we see here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Matt Bryant's going to flop that one out into left field and on the run, making the grab. Nice job there by Jacob Zier. The sun's a little bit bright out in right field there. We'll see if we can't filter that one out. So it's one up or two pitches and one down here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Brings up Chayton Sen. Chayton Sen takes the first pitch, drops it into left center field for a base hit. It's the first hit of the game and a runner on base now, and that'll bring up Easton Rarick.
Up to bat is number 2, Easton Rarick.
What's that? Now they'll try and pick off Sen on first, so no pitch to Rarick yet. Rarick, one of 3 stars who has a home run this season in the 35 games played so far. I had to do the quick mental math on the win-loss record there. That pitch will come down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Easton Rarick. And the pitch is down low for a ball, and they'll even things up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, the runner on is Chayton Sen on first. I want to say hi to Jeff. He sent me a very nice, generous text. I won't say it on the air, but thank you, Jeff. They'll try and pick off Sen again. He was already back to the bag before the throw was released. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count here. 1 runner on and 1 out. So you got ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. That runner is Chayton Sen on first. 2 minutes into the ball game. 5 pitches for Pitlinski. And the pitch. And that one's going to be popped straight up. It's going to go foul left third base side and just over the netting. And it'll drop for an unofficial strike. It's 1-2. I want to say hi to the Arapahoe viewers who are tuning in to cheer on the Warriors team. The coach asked for the watch link, and I shared it with him. He said he was going to share it with the Colorado faithful, and outside of the fact that I broadcast for Post 400, if it makes you feel any better, I am wearing a Colorado Avalanche hat right now on my head, so I'll be as neutral and exciting for both teams as I possibly can here for you. Chayton Sen moves up to second. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count now here to Easton Rarick. Once again, Eric Tiansen has the West Fargo Omaha West game. It hasn't started yet, but it should soon. I'm guessing the previous game is going a little bit longer than expected. Pitch is a little bit high, and now it's a full count at 3-2 here to the batter, Easton Rarick. I want to say thanks to the Arapahoe coach for giving me a roster, and it had some name pronunciations on it too, so I certainly appreciate that. That's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Patinsky. As Rarick will go around looking, Caden Graff will step up to the plate now.
Here we go, Caden.
So 2 away on the strikeout. And this one hit over towards the shortstop there. That is Caden Landon. Did I say the first name right? Carter Landon, my apologies.
Up to bat is number 20, Hayden Crescent.
Now put runners on the corners of 2 outs now and bring up Hayden Crescent. Crescent, one of the other 3 to hit a home run this year. Hit it against Watertown in South Dakota and about 370 down the right field line. And that proved to be the winning hit, as Watertown would not be able to recover from that deficit. So a couple of hits now, and pick-off attempt over at first for Hayden Crescent. Pitch comes across for a strike here to Crescent. Colby Hansen on the on-deck circle. Crescent and Hansen, batters 5 and 6 in the lineup here for the Post 400 Stars. And the pitch, and that one's lined hard into right field. That's going to score from third base. Chayton Sen, and it's an RBI single to move Caden Graff up to second. So a hit and a run, and 2 runners on, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Post 400 Stars, and that brings up Colby Hansen.
Number 28, Colby Hansen.
So an RBI single to right field, scores a run, and now Colby Hansen has teammates on first and second.
Go, Kobe.
1 run on 2 hits and 1 error so far, and 2 away. And the Stars continue to produce 2-out magic here in their ball games. They take another strike there on the outside edge of the plate. 0-1 to Colby Hansen. Eli Mock moves into the on-deck circle if Hansen can reach base with 2 away. And the pitch is just on the outside edge again, and it's 0-2. Fantastic pitch there by Graydon Pitlinski. Nothing in 2 as Pitlinski looks back at Graff on second, stares him down, delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout the end of the inning. They leave 2 on base, and that will retire the Stars here in the top of the first. It'll be Gostinek, Chain, and Smart, your first 3 batters for the Arapahoe Warriors. When they return after the break, time of the ball game thus far, 7 minutes. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
All right, there's a sun-filled look at Carson Barta on the mound there. Let's see if I can do anything about that, actually. Give me one moment here. I'll double-check some things really quick. That's a little bit better. We'll go with that. That's a less sun-filled look of Carson Barta on the mound there. And now it's going to be Kane Gostinek stepping up to the mound here for Arapahoe. And the Warriors will get their first chance to bring out the bats in this contest. Once again, it'll be Gostinek, Chain, and Smart. Batters 1, 2, and 3 here for the Arapahoe Warriors. Here's the pitch. Got on the outside. A little bit wider strike zone today for these two teams, but at least it's wider for both teams. 0-1 here to Gostinek. And the 0-1 delivery is down low, and he was able to pull back a swing, and I'll even up the count of the ball on a strike, 1-1. I think I forgot to hit a button here. No, I didn't forget to hit a button. I hit a wrong button on the previous time. So grounded out there to Colby Hansen. He'll fire it over to my swinger at first, and that is out, but just in the nick of time for the first out. And Gostinek will ground out on a 4-3, and that'll bring up the next batter here for the Arapahoe Warriors. It's Ryan Chain. So 1 up, 1 down here. Carson Barta gets the first batter out on 3 pitches. And now time is called, and a ball has entered the field of play down in deep left field. So Caden Graff will resolve that situation, and now we'll return to play. And we're ready to go again. Still no pitches here to Ryan Chain. Here's the windup and the pitch. Down the middle for a strike. And a lot of strikes so far here from Carson Barta. Carson Barta pitching. Hayden Crescent behind the plate catching. We'll go around the bases here after the 0-1. And here's the delivery of that. And he'll fire a line drive into the glove of Jackson Byswinger at first for out number 2. So as you just heard, Byswinger at first. Colby Hansen at second. Easton Merrick, the shortstop. Eli Mock at third. In the outfield, it is Oliver Luck in center, Caden Graff in left, and Chayton Sen in right, as Ryan Chain will line drive out to the first baseman Byswinger, and that brings up Andrew Smart. Pitch is a low and out for a ball. 1-0 here to Andrew Smart. On deck is Cade Huggins. Smart and Huggins, 3 and 4 in the lineup here for Arapahoe. There's the windup and the delivery, and that one's also low. That'll be 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes here to Andrew Smart, and Smart getting ahead of the count. And there's a strike. 2-1. And he'll reach for it, pop it up, and that's a chance for Crescent to make a play. No, it's not. It's actually going to go out of play and go into the books as a fouled away pitch for strike 2. So ball, strike, and fouled away, and now it's 2-2 here to Andrew Smart. 2 away, so if Smart can reach base, we'll see Cade Huggins on deck next. We'll see if Barta can finish this inning on 10 pitches exactly. He's at 9 right now. Here's the windup and the 2-2 delivery, and that's right back up the middle and hops over the second base bag. Oliver Luck will scoop it up in medium center, and it's good for a base hit, and Andrew Smart is on base. That'll bring up Cade Huggins.
Up to bat is number 5, Cade Huggins.
So it's a 2-out single for Andrew Smart, and that'll move Carter Landon into the on-deck circle. But once again, there's 2 away here. And Carson Barta on 10 pitches now, 3 balls and 7 strikes. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. In case you're curious on that stat. There's strike number 8. 0-1 here to Cade Huggins. Once again, Andrew Smart, the runner on first here for Arapahoe. There's the windup in the delivery, and that's right down the middle, but just a little bit high. That's 1-1. Barrow will lean in, took a quick glance at first. Now a peek over his left shoulder, and now he'll deliver. And he'll miss it. Tried to send it over the outer edge and missed it, and now it's 2 balls and a strike. Pick-off attempt there on Smart at first, but he's back in time. We're 14 minutes into the ball game now. Top of the first took 7 minutes, and the bottom of the first, 7 minutes and counting. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside, missed it. 3-1. So 3-1, now that he's pushed him off the plate a little bit, we'll see if he maybe sends this to the outside or another one to the inside. He will go down the middle on low and he'll walk him, and now there's 2 runners on with 2 outs here for Arapahoe, and that'll bring up Carter Landon.
Up to bat is number 12, Carter Landon.
So Andrew Smart up to second, Cade Huggins up to first, and Carter Landon the batter now. Here for their Arapahoe Warriors in the bottom of the first. They're looking to tie this one up with some 2-out magic of their own here. He'll look back at second, wind, deliver the pitch, in for a strike, 0-1 to Landon. Barta will get the signal here from Crescent. He'll set, he'll peek at second, and deliver. And that one, a little soft line drive that goes over the head there of Colby Hansen. They're going to send Andrew Smart around third, and he will be out at the plate. That was a close play, and they tried to tie the game up. Landon will reach on a fielder's choice. Smart thrown out at home, and that will take care of the the first inning of play, as they also leave 2 on base. And it's a 1-0 ball game, but a great first inning so far. We'll see if that greatness will carry over into inning number 2 when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, first pitch of the top of the second, fouled away for a strike. The batter's Eli Mock. Got a piece of that second pitch, and now it's 0-2 here for Eli Mock. And the pitch is a little bit outside, 1-2. I think that maybe lost the grip on that pitch and kind of left his hand awkwardly and did not go to the spot he intended it to go. Try again. That one just missed to the outside, and now the count's even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So fouled away, striking a couple of balls, and that's where we sit here with Eli Mock. Here's the windup in the 2-2 delivery, and that one is in for strike 3. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout.
Up to bat is number 3, Oliver Luck.
For Pitt. I'll look at my pronunciations again here. Pitlinski, there you go. Oliver Luck, the batter. I'll get it right by the 3rd inning, I'm guessing. I missed that pitch. It appears to be a ball, 1-0. Once again, the batter's Oliver Luck, nobody on. And 1 out here in the top of the 2nd. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes. And that one's right down the middle, and couldn't ask for a pitch more down the middle than that one. That was almost laser beam down the middle there. And he'll get him swinging for strike 2, and now it's after a pair of balls, he tosses a pair of strikes, and see what he does here on the 2-2 pitch. Pitlinski delivers, and he got him swinging. It'll be a drop 3rd strike, and Luck will be thrown out at first. It's another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Pitlinski, and that'll bring up Jackson Beiswinger.
Up to bat is number 13, Jackson Beiswinger.
Go, Jackson.
Beiswinger, an equal opportunity outfield hitter this season, according to his spray chart. He'll put it wherever he wants it, pretty much. That pitch is down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1 to Jackson Beiswinger. Update on the West Fargo Omaha West game. The game before that is going a little bit long. I just got the text message from our broadcaster who's over there, so that game will be on sooner than later. 0-2 here to Beiswinger. Matt Bryant is on deck if Beiswinger can reach base with 2 outs. It's been a 1-2 inning so far. We'll see if Pitlinski can make it a 1-2-3 inning. Trying to catch the outside edge and maybe even sent it outside on purpose to see if Beiswinger would chase. He did not. And he has a couple pitches to work with here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that one's fouled off down the 3rd base side. It'll remain 1-2. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat coming up here for Beiswinger. Correction on an earlier statement. I said fielder's choice. It's actually a hit. And then they throw out at home, so I was not quite looking at where the ball was going. I was looking at the runner rounding 3rd, so that's why I originally called it a fielder's choice. But 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's a full count now here to Jackson Beiswinger. And the payoff pitch is low, and that will walk him. So the new batter will be Matt Bryant as we swing it back to the top of the order here for the Post 400 Stars. Pitlinski, 31 pitches to go through the first 9 batters of the lineup for Fargo Post 400. 11 balls and 20 strikes, according to my numbers unofficially, for Pitlinski. And that one's going to be flared off, and that'll play down the 3rd base side. Goes into the books as a strike. He's 0 for 1, flied out on a soft pop out, kind of a line drive to Jacob Zier in left field last time he was at the plate. 22 minutes into the ball game now. Now a rundown between 1st and 2nd. Head first slide, and he's safe. Beiswinger steals 2nd. A close call as he almost got caught on the pickoff attempt there, taking off for 2nd. And that one right over the head of the shortstop, drops into center field. Rounding third is Jackson Beiswinger. Here comes the throw, and the throw was a little bit off the mark, and Beiswinger able to slide in safely to score the run. So Bryant and Beiswinger will trade places. Bryant now on second base, and it's a 2-0 game. Beiswinger scores, brings up Chayton Sen.
Up to bat is number 9, Chayton Sen.
Chayton Sen 1 for 1 with a single. Got one in, snuck one in between third and short into left center field last time he was at the plate. And a strike is called. Pitch is high and out, Chayton Sen. Pitch is count as 1 ball, no strike, I believe. Once again, the runner on second's Matt Bryant. The Stars have a 2-0 lead. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1.
We get after 9.
And the 1-1 pitch is going to be out for 2 balls and a strike. Ball, strike, ball in that order on the 3 pitches thus far here from Pitlinski to Sen. Once again, Sen 1 for 1 with a single. It was an RBI single that scored the first run of the game, and now he has a runner on second to try and score the 3rd run of the game if he can get a base hit. And he's going to pop it up, and that could be an opportunity here. Nope, it'll just go out of play, and it bounces onto the roof of Creighton Prep High School. So that ball will likely be up there for a little while, and we'll get a new ball into play. It'll be fouled away for strike 2, and that's now a 2-2 count here after that fouled away pitch by Sen. Easton Rarick is the batter on deck, but 2 away with a runner on second, so Sen would have to reach base in order to see Rarick next. Pitlinski will take a look at Matt Bryant on a couple of occasions. Wine deliver the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off down the first base side, and it'll remain 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good at bat, Jayden. Great job. Win it now. Win it.
2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error for the Stars. No runs on 1 hit. Or check that. It should be 2 hits. I'll have to update that for you here for the Arapahoe fans. They do have 2 hits, so I'll update it momentarily. Wind in delivery, and that's one's a chopper to third. It's picked up there by Salthouse. He'll fire it over into the glove of Kukowski, and that will be a 5-3 ground out to end the inning. So they will strand 1 on base, and that will take care of business here in the top of the second. So now a run in each upper half of the inning, and the Warriors are down 2, looking to strike back when we return after the break here on Magnitude. We'll see you in a moment.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. We move to the bottom of the second. It's Joel Kukowski. Joel Kukowski will lead things off. We'll also see Matt, let me look at my pronunciations, Heine, and then Andrew Salthouse. It's batters 6, 7, and 8 descending here for Arapahoe. They're down 2-0 right now here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Nice hit out into right field, but not nice enough. Chayton Sen will be underneath it to make the grab, and that's one pitch, one out, and peak efficiency there for Carson Barta and the Stars. Now will be Matt Heine stepping up to the plate here for Arapahoe.
Up to bat, number 17, Matt Heine.
So fly out to Sen for the first out of the inning. We're 28 minutes into the ball game now, and Carson Barta has 19 pitches with that strike right there, and it's 0-1 here to Matt Heine.
Good way to spend the day.
Pitch will miss for a ball, and a little bit of moaning there. Some people wanted a strike. But I agree with the ball call. It looked a little bit below the knees to me, so. And the pitch swung on and got a piece of it. Fouled it right into the Warriors bench. 1 ball and 2 strikes as we reach the 30-minute mark of the ball game now here in the bottom of the second. Wind up in the delivery of the 1-2, swung on, and it'll be a drop third strike, and Heine will be tossed out. It'll be a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout here for Carson Barta. That'll bring up the new batter here, and that will be Andrew Salthouse.
Now batting number 14, Andrew Salthouse.
So 2 gone now here for Arapahoe. And Carson Barta will deliver pitch 23 here, and that one's low for a ball, 1-0. Jacob Zier moves into the on-deck circle. Salthouse can reach base with 2 away, and he will not. Pops a one-hopper right back to Barta, and Barta will walk it 3/4 of the way over the by-swinger to complete the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Arapahoe, and they continue to trail 2-0 at the end of 2. We move to the top of the third. And we'll see Easton Rarick, Caden Graff, and Hayden Cresson, batters 3, 4, and 5. Pitlinski will toss pitch 40 when we return after this here on Magnitude.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right. Pitlinski will remain on the mound here for Arapahoe, and the Warriors are down 2-0 here to the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Stars supposed to play a different team, but that team decided to not show up to the tournament. And I got notice last night that the Stars would be, or no, it was actually this morning that I got notice that the Stars would be playing Arapahoe instead. So other than their 5-8 record, I'm not sure how many games or wins or losses they've had here in the Creighton Prep Tournament, to be 100% honest with you. So I believe that was a swing and a miss for a strike. I was kind of looking away, and it's 0-1. And now that one is going to hop up the middle and find its way into center field. Second baseman playing a little bit far off to the right of the second base bag, or far off to the left from his view, and that allowed the base hit to easily get into center field, and that puts a runner on here for Caden Graff as Easton Rarick moves on to the base. So Caden Graff, 0 for 1, reached base on the lone error of the game so far. Last time he was at the plate. We'll see if he can do one better this time around. Of course, reaching the base in any fashion, I suppose, is better than nothing. That one will pop off and roll in front of home plate. And Easton Rarick will reach second, standing with no challenge. And it turns into one ball, no strike count here to Caden Graff. Usually you see wild pitches like that go into the backstop. I think that's the first one that I can recall ever seeing hopping back up towards the pitcher's mound, and the runner still takes second base. A little less distance to cover there, but when you're scrambling, you got to play some perfect ball in order to make that out happen. One's popped up and fouled away for a strike. It's 1-1. 2-0 lead here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard for the Post 400 Stars as Pitlinski will step off. Rarick will touch up. And now Pitlinski will set up once again here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caden Graff. Pitches outside, and now Easton Rarick takes off for third. So he gains 2 bases with no challenge. And it's a 2-1 count here to Caden Graff. So advances 180 feet on 2 wild pitches. And the Stars are looking to add yet another run here in the top of the third. 90 feet away now, and all they need is a base hit from Caden Graff. And they're not going to get it on that pitch, as that one's fouled off to the right side of the batter's box, and it'll become 2-2. Once again, nobody out. Hayden Crescent on deck. Colby Hansen to follow. Pitlinski on 45 pitches so far. 30 strikes, 15 balls. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. And that one's hit up high left field. More left center. And the left fielder will make the catch. That's Jacob Zier. Tagging on third is Easton Rarick, and he will score on the sacrifice fly by Caden Graff. And then I'll bring up Hayden Crescent.
Now batting number 20, Hayden Crescent.
So it's now 3-0. And the 4th hit of the game here for the Stars, 35 minutes into the ball game. And that one is Crescent. Lines, drops fair. Drops fair, rolls all the way to the fence, and Crescent might have a chance at a triple. No, he will stop at second.
Now batting number 28, Colby Hansen.
Hayden Crescent smacks one all the way to the fence down the third base line. Jake Jaroszewski will come in and run on second base for Crescent. Here's Colby Hansen at the plate. So 1 out, and the Stars have scored a lone run in each of the lone innings thus far, but they're looking to do a little bit better here on this particular half of the inning. Pitlinski will look back twice at second, deliver the pitch in for a ball. It was a little bit low. And it's 2 balls and no strikes now here to Colby Hansen. He's 0 for 1, went down on a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout that was tossed by Pitlinski last time he was at the plate. And now he will step off, and Jaroszewski will touch up on second base. Once again, 2 balls and no strikes here to Colby Hansen. And the pitch. And that one's into right field, and it will drop for a base hit. Moving into third is Jaroszewski. They'll hold him there, and there'll be runners on the corners. And another base hit here for the Post 400 Stars. So now they have 2 runners on, and it'll be Eli Mock stepping up to the plate here. And Eli Mock went down looking on a strikeout last time he was at the plate.
Eli Mock.
And now we're going to have a visit to the mound here. I believe that is Jim Dolligan, the head coach for... I don't have jersey numbers for the coaches, so I'm making a guess. It looks like it'll just be a conversation, and Jaroszewski and Hansen will chat it up with their coaches as well over here on the third base line. And take a look here. West Fargo Omaha broadcast is still not started. I did get a text message from their broadcaster. He said that the previous game is going late and they should be on the air soon. So if you're a West Fargo Patriots fan tuning in, your game is not started yet. So keep checking, and it should be on sooner than later. West Fargo dropping a couple of games yesterday. 22-9. A little bit of an ouch there to Grand Island in that first game. And then they would lose 9-0, I believe it was, to Cheyenne, Wyoming, the post-6 Sixers. So West Fargo, hope's not too bright for the West Fargo Patriots to make bracket play. Bracket play still a possibility here for the Stars. They're 1-1 in the tournament. Pitch is outside for a ball. And I believe it's 1-0. I had 2-0 on the screen. My apologies. And that pitch is outside. Now it's 2-0. Throw the ball back up to second there, and actually it's 2-1. My apologies. And that pitch is high and out for another ball, and it's 3-1. Eli Mock, the batter. Oliver Luck on deck here, and a 3-1 pitch coming up for Petlinski. He'll wind and deliver. And that one will pop away, and it goes to the left side of the batter's box. So Jaroszewski will stay where he's at, and that will load the bases regardless on the walk, and that'll bring up Oliver Luck. Oliver Luck thrown out on a drop third strikeout. Last time he was at the plate. Or as some of the Stars faithful would call him, Ollie Luck. Strike toss there. Oliver Luck, the center fielder that made the catch, that punched the ticket to Shelby, North Carolina last season for the Post 400 Stars. And this only a couple players graduating from that team. A majority of the team is still on the roster this year. And that pitch is a little bit low and out for a ball, 1-1. Eli Mock on first, Colby Hansen on second, Jake Jaroszewski on third. The runners on base for the Stars. And a 3-0 game here. And that one's popped up. Third base side, and it's just out of play. They ran out of real estate as the ball will drop behind the Arapahoe dugout. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Oliver Luck. Jackson Byswinger is on deck. There's one away here with the bases loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oliver Luck, and the pitch is high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. 3-0 ball game in the pitch. Fouled away. It'll remain 2-2. Popped up, straight back over the backstop, just a little bit to the left side of the home plate. On that fouled away pitch there for Oliver Luck. And that one's hit hard and right into the glove. Now back to first, and no, he's safe. The bases will remain loaded, but a nice play by Gostinek at second there. So he tried to pull that double play, but they will get the first out, or the second out, I should say. And now Jackson Beiswinger will have the bases loaded. So it's a line drive out to Gostinek at second base. All the runners stay put. And Jackson Beiswinger sees the first pitch go to the outside for a ball. And it was about a year ago today that Jackson Beiswinger hit a grand slam to left field. See if he can do it again today on the 1-year anniversary. He'll pop it up and send it away to the right side of the plate for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count here to Beiswinger. That game, second game of a doubleheader against the Bismarck Governors about a year ago. The pitch is low and in for a ball. It's 2-1. Beiswinger has not hit a home run yet this year, but he certainly has the ability to do so. And the pitch is outside. 3 balls and a strike, and now Pitlinski is in danger of walking in a run. Ball, strike, ball, ball in that order on the 4 pitches so far. 2 away, and the base is loaded for the Stars in a 3-0 ball game. Here's the pitch. And Beiswinger sends it up right field, and it will drop foul, and he'll have to come back and do it again. Instead, this time it'll be a 3-2 count instead of a 3-1 count. In fact, that grand slam that Beiswinger hit in the second game of that doubleheader against Bismarck is where the Stars season started to turn around, and I think they only lost a couple times for the rest of the season. Fouled away, and they'll remain 3-2. All the runners will go back to their original bases. To reset, you got Eli Mock on first, Colby Hansen on second, Jake Jaroszewski on third, Beiswinger the batter, and on deck is Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant will bring us back to the top of the order if he can step up to the batter's box. The runners go, and that's hit hard to left field, and it's foul. So, another 3-2 pitch coming up here for Jackson Beiswinger. Ball, strike, ball, ball, and then 3 fouled away pitches. And this one's going to center field. And that one I don't think is going to be deep enough. And that will be caught there by the center fielder, Andrew Smart. And that will take care of business here for we'll get our camera fixed there too. We'll take care of business here in the top of the third. So they leave the bases loaded, and we move now to the bottom of the third. And the Warriors escape what could have been a disaster. They are down 3-0 and still in this game at the moment. And we'll see if they can battle back soon here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. And West Fargo, if you're still watching this game, your game just went live. It's you have a runner on first in the top of the first right now. And West Fargo is the visiting team, so they are batting right now. That pitch comes in for a strike, and that's Jacob Zier at the plate here for Arapahoe. So we'll keep you updated on that West Fargo game. Once again, they're playing Omaha West today, as that pitch comes in for another strike, and it's 0-2. That one fouled off in the netting, the left side of the home plate. We'll see. We'll see, in addition to Jacob Zier, we'll see Kane Gostinek and Ryan Chain ascending here for Arapahoe. Here's the pitch in the 0-2, and that one is fouled away, and it'll remain 0-2. And a pair of strikes and a pair of fouled away pitches, and it's an 0-2 count with pitch number 5 of the at-bat coming up here for Jacob Zier. Carson Barta is at 28 pitches right now. 9 balls, 19 strikes, and make that 10 balls, 19 strikes. 1-2. 50 minutes into the ball game, 10 minutes shy of an hour. Once again, bracket play in the Creighton Prep Tournament starts tomorrow. Teams and matchups to be determined yet. And if the Stars are able to win this game, that would be a certainly beneficial step towards making bracket play, but not an official one. Right now, they're in a good position at 3-0. That pitch will miss, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a pair of strikes, a pair of fouled away pitches, and now a trio of balls thrown by Carson Barta. And it's a payoff pitch. And he'll hold off on that payoff pitch for the moment. Wind up, and he'll swing and miss, and it's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Carson Barta on Jacob Zier, and that'll bring up Shane Gostinek. I'm sorry, I said Chain. It's Kane. My apologies. There is a Chain on the roster, but I mixed them up, so my apologies there. And he went a little bit too far on that swing. He tried to check it, but it's going to be strike 1. Gostinek 0 for 1, grounded out on a 4-3 to the second baseman, Colby Hansen, last time he was at the plate. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So a pair of strikes, and Barta up ahead on Gostinek, 0-2. Once again, Ryan Chain is on deck, so maybe that's how I mixed the two up. You got Kane and Chain. Ooh, and that one bounced off the turf and skimmed off the top of the helmet of Hayden Crescent. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, Byswinger at first, Hansen at second, Eric at shortstop, Mock at third, Crescent catching. Caden Graffin left. Chayton Sen right. Oliver locked in center. That's how the Stars line up defensively right now here. And the pitch is into the dirt again, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So after a pair of strikes, he tosses a pair of balls. And it's 2-2. Now it's 3-2, and back-to-back batters with full counts. Struck out the first one. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out this one. That's back-to-back Buffalo Wild Wings strikeouts for Carson Barta. And now Ryan Chain will step up to the plate.
Now batting number 9, Ryan Chain.
Taking a peek at the West Fargo game. They have runners on first and second. Still 0-0 with 1 out in the top of the first. Keep you up to date on that one. And here's the pitch to Chain, and that comes in for a strike, 0-1. Chain, line drive into the glove of Byswinger at first for the out last time he was at the plate. And this one will just miss, and it's 1-1. There's a strike. One ball and 2 strikes the count now. And there's another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base as Ryan Chain strikes out. Brings up Matt Bryant, Chayton Sen, Easton Rarick, and Patinsky, if he stays on the mound, will toss pitch number 70 when we return after this here on Magnitude. Be right back. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, it's Matt Bryant to start the top of the 4th. And Matt Bryant sends it to left field. He'll drop for a base hit. And he is on base with that base hit. And I hit the wrong button there. I'll take the run off. I promise. Right now we got Chayton Sen at the plate.
Now batting number 9, Chayton Sen.
Chayton Sen 1 for 2, grounded out to third on a 5-3, and then he singled over the shortstop. Actually flip-flopped that. He singled first, and then he grounded out on a 5-3. One ball, no strike for sure. West Fargo left 2 stranded on base. That game's 0-0 with Omaha Central, moving into the bottom of the first. We'll keep you updated on that. So they try the pickoff attempt there on Matt Bryant, who's standing on first base here for the Stars. And now Matt Bryant takes off for second, and he'll make it in. Stolen base for Bryant. Moves into scoring position here with nobody out. 1 ball, no strike, to the best of my knowledge, here to Chayton Sen. Easton Rarick on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike, correction. And that one's outside. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 pitch is high for ball 3.
Number 2, Easton Rarick.
All right, it's Easton Rarick, I believe. Let me double check my lineup here. Yes, it is. Chayton Sen walked. I had to double check something on our other game, so apologize for the no play-by-play action there for a few seconds. Easton Rarick, 1 ball, no strike. 1 for 2, struck out, singled to center field, and now he'll chop one up, not quite over the head of Pinlinski. He'll throw it to second, now over to first, and he's safe at first, out at second. So they get the lead runner, and Matt Bryant moves, or they get the, they won't get the lead runner. Matt Bryant moves over to third, and Chayton Sen out at second. Easton Rarick on with a fielder's choice, brings up Caden Graff. So runners on the corners now for Fargo Post 400. 3 runs on 7 hits so far. And there's 1 out. Here's the pitch. Strike to Caden Graff. 0 for 1, reached base on an error, and then he scored a run on a sac fly to left last time he was at the plate. And now looking to steal home, and he's safe. His left hand was on the plate right as the ball was about to enter the glove of Matt Heine, and he'll steal home for the run. Easton Rarick will stay at first, and they'll take the runner off third, and now the throw up to second is going to be batted down there by Gostinek. That prevents it from going into center field, and Easton Rarick is safe at second. And after all that, it is indeed a 1-1 count here to Caden Graff. We got ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on here for the Stars in a 4-0 ball game here in the top of the 4th. He'll foul that one off, and he'll go into the books for strike number 2. Pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 2-2 now. First inning is now complete between West Fargo and Omaha West. It remains 0-0. Keep you updated on that game as more information comes in on it. Here's the pitch. 2-2 is low, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. This will be pitch number 83 for Pitlinski. I believe the limit is 105. I have not seen the official rule book for this tournament, but we'll see if he reaches that point, if they pull him or not. So 3-2, and he walks him, and that puts 2 runners on. Hayden Crescent is 2 for 2. He has a single and a double so far.
Hayden Crescent.
Single into shallow right and a double all the way down to the fence on the third base line. And another visit to the mound here for Arapahoe. And that could, see, did he take the ball away? I don't think he did. So looks like it'll just be another discussion. Now the referee, or the official, will walk up, and once his foot touches the mound, they'll have to break it up. He's taking the long way around the mound here. And all right, so to reset, runners on first and second, Eastern America on second, Caden Graff on first. Hayden Crescent, the batter, 2 for 2. Single to shallow right and a double down the third base line all the way to the fence in left field last time he was at the plate. And now the official will step away as the pitch was about to be thrown, and I'll pause the action momentarily. And that pitch comes in low for a ball. It's 1-0. Kobe Hansen on deck. Eli Mock to follow if we can get that deep into the lineup with 2 on and 1 out. And the pitch is low for a ball. 2-0. And now Eastern America will steal third, and they'll put runners in the corners. I didn't even see him take off. 2 balls and no strikes to count. So runners on the corners for Hayden Crescent now. Kobe Hansen on deck. Pitlinski with pitch 86. He'll glance at first and deliver. And swing and a miss by Crescent. Strike 1. Coach giving some words of wisdom there to Heine, the catcher for Arapahoe. And the pitch, 2-1. It's low and out for a ball, 3-1. Ball, strike, and ball in that order on the 4 pitches so far. Still no score in that West Fargo-Omaha West game. We'll keep you up to date on that one here. That is live on Magnitude if you'd like to see it. And now the bases are loaded with a walk to Hayden Crescent. That brings up Colby Hansen.
Now batting number 28, Colby Hansen.
And now we'll have a visit to the mound, and that will do it for Pitlinski. We have a courtesy runner on first for Hayden Crescent. We'll have a new pitcher. We'll tell you everything you need to know when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking, Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports. While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right. Elliot Lloyd will take over on the mound here for Graydon Pitlinski, who finished with 88 pitches, 39 balls, 49 strikes. Gave up 4 runs. He's responsible for Rarick Graffin and the courtesy runner Nick Hasbargen, who's stepped on to take over on first base for Hayden Crescent, and now Kobe Hansen. So if Rarick Graff and Hasbargen cross the plate, they will go to Pitlinski. Elliot Lloyd is responsible for Kobe Hansen and anyone after that. And he'll hit him, and that will bring in a run. It's a run scored. Easton Rarick will score on the hit by a pitch by Kobe Hansen.
Hit by pitch brings up number 15, Eli Mond.
And Eli Mock sends it to left field, and that will drop for a base hit. 1 run will score, and the bases will remain loaded as Caden Graff comes in on the RBI single by Eli Mock. He'll bring Oliver Luck up to the deck. So to reset, Nick Hasbargen, the courtesy runner for Crescent, now on third. Kobe Hansen on second. Eli Mock on first via the RBI single, and here's Oliver Luck. And it's a 6-0 ball game now.
Now batting number 3, Oliver Luck.
Oliver Luck 0 for 2, thrown out on a drop third strike, and then line drived one into the glove of King Gostenik at second base last time he was at the plate. And this one, he goes to Gostenik again, but this time deeper, and that's into the glove of Ryan Chain. Tagging on third is Nick Hasbargen. He will score, and moving into third is Colby Hansen. And you have runners on the corners. That's a 7-0 ball game.
Sack fly brings up number 13, Jackson Beiswinger.
So Colby Hansen on third, Eli Mock on first, Jackson Beiswinger the batter now. 0 for 1, he was walked, and then he would fly out to center field to Andrew Smart last time he was at the plate. Two balls and no strikes here to Jackson Beiswinger. Matt Bryant is on deck, and Bryant will represent the top of the order. And now here comes Coach to the mound once again. While we wait, update from the West Fargo-Omaha West game. Top of the second, West Fargo batting. They have 1 out and runners on second and third, but still no score in that game, and West Fargo looking to change that. Only One hit in the game so far. West Fargo's left 2 on base. Omaha West has 1 hit. And a little bit of lopsided stat figure there to have runners on second and third and no hits, but that's what it is right now. So we return to action now once again. Jackson Byswinger is the batter. Runners on first and third for the Stars, leading 7-0 here. Now they'll try the pickoff, and it was close, but sliding back in time is Eli Mock. If the Stars score one more run, that'll put the 8-run rule into effect, and as long as the Stars can maintain 8 or more run lead, the game would be over in 5 innings. Now runner up to second, and he will pump the throw to keep the runner Colby Hansen at third, and it's a free stolen base for Eli Mock. So second and third now here for the Stars, leading 7-0, and a base hit could put the 8-run rule into effect here. 3 balls, no strikes, and maybe it was 2-0. We'll see if the official gives us any confirmation on the count. We're going to go with 3-0 as of right now. And the pitch in for a strike. Cashing his free strike coupon on the 3-0 count. 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Runners on second and third for the Stars. They've left 6 runners on base in this game so far. And that pitch is outside. It'll walk him and it'll reload the bases. Matt Bryant, top of the order, 2 for 3. A fly out to left, a single to left center, and a single to right.
Now batting number 6, Matt Bryant.
Seven runs on 8 hits. 1 Arapahoe error. And Fargo Post 400 has left 6 on base up to this point. And the pitch, and that one's right up the middle. It's scooped up there by Elliott Lloyd, and they'll do it. They'll strand 2 more on base as they get the 1-3 ground out to end the middle of the fourth. Matt Bryant now goes 2 for 4, and pending changes, we'll see Andrew Smart, Cade Huggins, and Carter Landon. Batters 3, 4, and 5 for Arapahoe. When we return after the break here on Magnitude, be right back.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, 7-0 lead here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars over the Arapahoe Warriors out of Centennial, Colorado. 1 hour and 17 minutes, time of the ball game thus far. I appreciate everybody tuning in, whether you're cheering on Fargo or whether you're cheering on Arapahoe. We hope that the only thing you haven't enjoyed about the broadcast so far is maybe the scoreboard. And Outside of that, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast up to this point. 7 runs on 8 hits for Fargo Post 400. They've left 8 on base, and now this is Andrew Smart, 1 for 1, singled right up the middle into center field last time he was at the plate. Andrew Smart will be batter number 3 in the lineup. We'll see batters 3, 4, and 5 here in the bottom of the 4th. Carson Barta just tossed pitch 42 for ball 1 to Andrew Smart, and on 42 pitches, 16 balls and 26 strikes. And now you can make that 17 balls and 26 strikes, and it's a 1-1, check that, a 2-0 count. Here to Andrew Smart. That pitch is a little bit high, and it's 3-0 here to Andrew Smart. On deck is Cade Huggins. Carson Barta on pitch 45 here. And a strike. 3-1. And that will be a walk. Runner on base, Andrew Smart up to first, draws the walk. Cade Huggins now. He was walked last time he was at the plate. No. Not sure what that pause in action was. Official look back here and and we do have a different batter, and he'll bunt it down the first base line right to Byswinger, and Byswinger will simply tag him out. That'll move Smart up to second. I believe that batter was Graham DeClue.
Bunt by Graham DeClue brings up number 12, Carter Landon.
So Carter Landon, 1 for 1, singled to shallow right last time he was at the plate. So reach the 1 hour, 20-minute mark. Landon will face pitch 47 from Barta, and he'll wait just a little bit longer on that 47th pitch from Barta. Standing on second base is Andrew Smart. Strike toss there, and it's 0-1 here with 1 out to Carter Landon. On deck is Joel Kakowski, pending changes. And the 0-1. Swung on, fouled away, and almost right back into the left hand of Carter Landon. Would have been something if he would have caught his own pop out. Nothing in 2 now here to Carter Landon. A trio of runs, 1 each in the first, second, and third, and then they get 3 plus 1 in the 4th to take the 7-0 lead right now. He'll reach for it, pop it up, foul down the first base side, and
fantastic catch.
I believe it was Mr. Rarick who made the catch with his left hand out there in first base fan land. There he is. He's taking a drink of what we all believe is Mountain Dew, but you just never know. Let's just say that there's more than Pepsi and Cherry Coke in the Magnitude cooler back at Starry Bank Field in Fargo. So we'll leave it at that. Free shout out for Pepsi and Cherry Coke there. We'll hopefully not get either one of them mad since I gave each company a free plug there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carter Landon. I guess Coke does have a right to be mad since I mentioned Mountain Dew, so I'll have to give Coke another shout out here in a moment. One, two, outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two complete between West Fargo and Omaha West, and it's still knotted up at 0 apiece between the Patriots and Omaha West. They'll be back after their commercial break at the top of the 3rd. West Fargo will be batting. And that's a hard hit ball. That goes one hopper to Easton Rarick over to 3rd. They get the lead runner. He's out. Andrew Smart out at 3rd. Carter Landon on with the fielder's choice. 6-5 on the throw out at 3rd. And Joel Kakowski is the scheduled batter. And it is indeed Kakowski. So runner on first now is Carter Landon. Here's the pitch, and that's in for a strike. That's 0-1 to Kakowski. Kakowski 0 for 1. Flied out to Chayton Sen in right field last time he was at the plate. And the pitch is into the dirt, and that'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the runner on first is Carter Landon for Arapahoe. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one fouled off, and Landon will have to backtrack back to first. As Landon took off there on the hopeful steal, but the fouled away pitch will take care of that opportunity. Matt Heine is on deck for Arapahoe if Kakowski can get on deck. 1 hour and 25 minutes into the ball game now. And Carson Barta, 22 balls, 33 strikes on 55 tosses from the mound. Here's toss 56. And I'm not sure if he swung or not. We'll see. I think the ball went into the turf, and I think he swung, so looks like it's going to be probably a fouled away pitch. Not seen any confirmation from the official, so it'll go into the books as a fouled away pitch and remain 1-2. Couldn't quite see the trajectory of that pitch. 2-hopper over to Easton Rarick, and he juggles it, and that'll be an error. Kakowski will reach on the error by Easton Rarick. Now move Landon up to second on that same error. And now both teams have an error.
Now batting number 17, Matt Heinen.
And before the first pitch here to Heine, Crescent will go up and have some words with Carson Barta. So we're at 1 hour and 27 minutes time of the ball game now. West Fargo just got a base hit to get a runner on in the top of the 3rd. Now they have runners on first and second with 1 out, and that seems to be a common theme in that ball game. Runners on with 1 or 2 outs and nobody coming across the plate yet in that matchup. There's a strike to Heine. Thrown out on a drop third strike last time he was at the plate. And now the pickoff attempt at first, and ooh, that was close. Kukowski back in time. Remains 0-1 to Heine. Andrew Salthouse is on deck if Heine can reach base. And the pitch, 0-1, is in for strike 2, 0-2. Carter Landon on second, Joel Kukowski on first, and Matt Heine the batter. No balls and 2 strikes, and Barda on pitch 60. Can he strike him out? That's the question that we'll find out momentarily here. We'll have to wait a little bit longer for that answer. So we'll see if Barda can end this inning on 60 pitches, or if Heine will keep the inning going here for Arapahoe. 0-2 in the delivery, and he swung on a pitch to the outside. It's a drop third strike, and that will do it for the inning. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Carson Barda. They leave 2 stranded on base. And we move to the top of the 5th. 7-0. Stars need 1 to put the 8-1 rule into effect. We'll see if they can get it. They've scored in every inning so far. And we'll see if Arapahoe can keep them goose-egged here in the top of the 5th. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local running store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
All right, 7-0 for the Fargo Post 400 Stars over the Arapahoe Warriors out of Centennial, Colorado. I believe it's Centennial. Let me see if I still have that. I do not have that pulled up, but I could probably pull it up really quick here just to be 100% sure that I'm not messing that one up. Chayton Sen, I believe, is the batter. Let's double check. Yes, it is Chayton Sen. Yes, I was right. Centennial, Colorado. I just had to double check that to be 100% sure. 1 ball, no strikes here to Chayton Sen. He is 1 for 2. A single to more center field, and then a ground out to third, and then a walk. And now he'll hit this one foul down the third base line. And had that stayed fair, it would have been a home run. I don't think Chayton Sen has a home run. Let me double check his spray chart. No, he's come close on a few occasions, but not yet. And that one's fouled off, and it'll be 1-2. One, 2 to Chayton Sen. And he drills it foul down the third baseline. It remains 1-2 as he continues to battle here to keep his at-bat alive. Easton Rarick is on deck. Caden Graff to follow. 1 hour, 32 minutes. Time to the game so far. 1-2 is outside to even it up at 2 apiece. Ball, 3 fouled away pitches. One of them would have been a home run had it stayed fair, and another ball makes it 2-2. And that one lined into center field. It's a base hit. Puts a runner on, and now Chayton Sen is 2 for 3, and that brings up Easton Rarick.
Now batting number 2, Easton Rarick.
That's the 9th hit of the ball game. They have a hit for every runner they've left on base. They have 7 runs on 9 hits, and 9 left on base is what I meant to say. And there's the 10th hit of the game. Goes in about the same spot as where Chayton Sen hit it, and now 2 runners are on. And that will bring up Caden Graff.
Now batting number 11, Caden Graff.
Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1 to Caden Graff. 0 for 1, error, reached on an error, scored a run on a sac fly, and then he was walked. This is his 4th trip to the plate here in this contest. And the pitch, and that one's going to center field as well. It's looping, and it's going to be caught by Andrew Smart. Runners will hold at first and second. That's the first out of the inning. Brings up Hayden Cresson.
Now batting number 20, Hayden Cresson.
Hayden Cresson's 2 for 2, a single, a double, and a walk. Single to right, shallow right, double down the third baseline all the way to the left field wall, and then he was walked. Looking for that triple or possibly a home run to get over the halfway point of the cycle. 1 ball, no strike. Here to Hayden Cresson. Kobe Hansen, the scheduled batter on deck, and as I peer over, he is indeed on deck. That pitch comes in for a strike. It's 1-1. Once again, the runners on base are Chayton Sen on second, Easton Rarick on first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on. 7-0 ball game here in the top of the 5th inning, and if the Stars get at least 1 run here, they'll put the 8-run rule into effect. Here's the pitch, and they're going to get that run. That one is going to bounce into left field, and nope, they're actually going to hold it. And it didn't quite go deep enough there, and charging forward was Jacob Zier to prevent Chayton Sen to round third. And now the bases are loaded on the 11th hit of the game, and that brings up Kobe Hansen.
Kobe Hansen.
Still scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd with 1 out, and Omaha West has a runner on second right now. Keep you up to date on that game as long as we're on the air here. Pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Kobe Hansen. And that pitch is in for a strike. A nice curve ball from the inside to the outside corner, and 1-1 the count here to Kobe Hansen. Excuse me, I had to hiccup through that one. 1-1 to Kobe Hansen, and the base is loaded, and the pitch is just missing, and it's now 2-1. And that pitch will come in low, and it's 3-1. Arapahoe has already walked in one on a bases loaded walk, and they're going to hope to avoid that here. And that pitch, he'll reach for it and foul it onto the roof of Creighton Prep High School off to the right side of the batter's box. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. 3 innings complete. It's still 0-0 between West Fargo and Omaha West. That game being played at a field about 10 minutes from here. And he'll foul that one away, and it'll remain a 3-2 count once again. Only 1 out, and the base is loaded. Chayton Sen on third, Easton Eric on second. And a courtesy runner for Hayden Crescent is Nick Hasbargen on first. And the pitch outside, bases loaded, walk, run will score. It's 8-0. That'll bring in Chayton Sen to make it 8-0. And brings up Eli Mock. No, it does not. Yes, it does. There's a 1 in front of that 5. Eli Mock is the batter.
Eli Mock.
So now the 8-run rule is into effect. And if this score were to hold, Arapahoe would have to score at least 1 in the bottom of the 5th to force the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed, ball 1. And that pitch is low for a ball, and it's 2-0. That pitch is a little bit low, and it's 3-0 here to Eli Mock. So they walked in a run last batter, and now we'll see if he can cash in his free strike on 3-0 count. Very unlikely that Mock's going to swing at this pitch unless it's the pitch of his dreams, and it's definitely not the pitch of his dreams, and that's a bases loaded walk to make it 9-0. Brings up Oliver Luck, but first, Matt Heine will go up and chit-chat with Elliot Lloyd as we take a peek over at the West Fargo-Omaha West game. Top of the 4th and no score in that one. 2 outs in the top of the 4th and no runners on at the moment. So 9-0 ball game now. Arapahoe would have to score at least 2
Oliver Locke
in the bottom half of this inning to force the 6, assuming that no more runs come across. There's only 1 out, and that pitch comes across for a strike to Oliver Luck. Oliver Luck 0 for 2, thrown out on a drop third strike, a line drive out to the second baseman, and then a sac fly to score a run earlier in the game. He'll pop this one up, and it's going to go foul and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out, and the bases loaded to reset. You got Nick Hasbargen on third, Colby Hansen on second, Eli Mock on first. Oliver Luck, the batter. No balls and 2 strikes, and Oliver Luck will bash that one into the glove of the second baseman, and they will not get the throw in time. Run will score. I believe that's going to be an RBI single. I didn't quite see what happened there, if he juggled it or not. I'm going to go with the hit. So it's where the infield meets the outfield hit, and that scores a run and brings up Jackson Byswinger, who sends it to right field, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So they will score another run. It was now 10-0, and now the 3rd out of the inning will complete the top half of the 5th. So we'll now Byswinger. They will strand 3 on base. And that will bring up for Arapahoe The following batters pending changes, and let's see here. According to my, I'll have to double check something. Apparently I only had 2 outs on my stat book here. We'll tell you more in a little bit here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
All right. Carson Barter will try and finish this one off. The Warriors will need a minimum of 3 runs to force the 6th inning of play. So if the score is not 10-3 by the end of this inning, that will be a final score. Anything less than 10-3, I should say. Andrew Salthouse, the batter, he's 2 for 4. A fly out to left, a pair of singles, and then he grounded out on a 1-3 right back to Barta last time he was at the plate. And now before the pitch is delivered, Hayden Cresson will pop up and jog out and have a chat with Barta. Got a good ball game going over at Omaha West High School. It's Omaha West taking on the West Fargo Patriots, and it's still 0-0 in the home half of the 4th. Omaha West batting right now. We'll keep you updated on that game and for as long as we're on the air here. Carson Barta will start the bottom of the 5th with pitch number 61. 22 balls, 38 strikes on 60 pitches, and make that 39 strikes on the fouled away pitch to the batter Salthouse. We'll also see Jacob Zier and Kane Gostinik pending changes. Batters 8, 9, and 1 are the scheduled batters here for Arapahoe. 1 hour and 45 minutes. Time of the game so far as the lights are on here at the Blue Jays field. Or I should say the Junior Jays field. And that pitch is a little high for a ball. 1-1 the count. And he'll chop that one foul for strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 5th. And here's the pitch to Salthouse. And he'll swing and miss, and that's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Carson Barta. And that'll be Jacob Zier, assuming that's number 22, and it is.
Batting number 22, Jacob Zier.
And now that the NBA draft is over, I want to say hi to everybody watching and cheering on the Post 400 Stars at the Buffalo Wild Wings on 42nd Street in Fargo. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you tip your servers. They deserve it. We got a 10-0 ball game here. And 1 away for Arapahoe out of Centennial, Colorado. Arapahoe 5-8 on the season. The Post 400 Stars 27-8 on the season. The Post 400 Stars got a run in the top of the 1st, a run in the top of the 2nd, a run in the top of the 3rd, 4 runs in the top of the 4th, and 3 runs in the top of the 5th. They have 10 runs on 12 hits, 1 Arapahoe error, and 12 left on base so far for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to the batter, Jacob Zier. For Arapahoe, no runs on 2 hits. And 1 Post 400 error. They've left 4 on base so far here in this contest. That pitch will come in for a strike, and it'll even up the count. Or no, it will not even up the count. It'll push the count up to 1-2. We also have the West Fargo and Omaha West game live on Magnitude Sports. That game is in the bottom of the 4th, and it's 0-0 with nobody out. Plenty of runners left on base in that game. I think a total of 7. There's another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout on Jacob Zier. He'll go down looking and bring up Kane Gostinek, 0 for 2. A ground out to Colby Hansen at second on a 4-3. And then he would go down swinging on a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout tossed by Carson Barta. Barta is now at 68 pitches, 24 balls, and 44 strikes. We're an hour and 48 minutes into the ball game, and that's a quick recap of what's happened up to this point. There's a strike to Kane Gostinek, 0 for 2. Ground out to second and a strikeout swinging. And now he's down 0-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And once again, Arapahoe needs at least 3 runs here to force the 6th inning. Otherwise, this one's going to go final. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that was pitch 70 for Carson Barta. 25 balls, 45 strikes. Here's the windup in the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and strike 2. Mike Mason with you here from Creighton Prep High School in Omaha, Nebraska. Eric Tiansen is about 10 minutes away at Westside High School with the West Fargo Patriots in Omaha West tied at 0 in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a strikeout, and that ends the game. That's your final score. 10-0. The Post 400 Stars will shine bright tonight, and they will see if a 2-1 record in pool play is good enough to find themselves in the brackets tomorrow. We don't know the exact bracket that they'll play in, but it's one of 3 times, as we'll go ahead and take a look at our schedule here and show you the possibilities for a potential game tomorrow if the Stars are able to get that bracket play. Let's pull it up, the schedule here. So the games that could potentially be are 2:30, 5 o'clock, and 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. Not exactly sure if the Stars will play or when they play, if they'll play at 2:35 or 7:30. But if they do make the bracket play on the 2-1 record, then they'll play at one of those 3 times tomorrow. We should know later this evening or possibly first thing tomorrow morning, right around maybe 9 or 10 o'clock. Time of this ball game, 1 hour and 50 minutes. And that will do it for our broadcast here. Encourage you to check out the remainder of the West Fargo Patriots and Omaha West. It's tied 0-0 in the bottom of the 4th, and Omaha West has 2 runners on base with nobody out. Once again, that's live on Magnitude Sports. Omaha West, West Fargo, 0-0 in the bottom of the 4th, nobody out, 2 on. Flip over to that game as this one has come to a conclusion. We thank you for tuning in here.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.